Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen,
Strikeout.
welcome out to Cardinal Baseball Field here as we bring you district matchup number 3 as your Bowie Bulldogs take on the Del Valle Cardinals. AJ Arevalo here. Miss Laura Starkey's here helping me out and getting everything set up. I do apologize for the late start, folks. We actually had a 7:30 first pitch on my end for some reason, and we'll hopefully get that taken care of here in the future. It's top of the first is going on right now. Just one out, one out, as Funny O'Bright hit a single to lead off as that pitch goes in the dirt. And the runners are going to advance. So Funny O'Bright hit a single to lead off. Mason Winters up next. He struck out looking. Brody Miller batting third. Took the count full. And did he single, Miss Starkey? He did. He singled. And up now is Halapi. Well, he was walked. I'm sorry. So Mr. Miller was walked. I apologize. As Patrick Callipy's up next. And there are 2 outs. As before Callipy, Merriman was up and he struck out swinging. And that brings you here. So 2 runners in scoring position. As that one's going to be a little low and outside. Count goes 2-1. Here for Callipy. Chris Vasquez up on the mound here for the Cardinals. That one's going to be hit the outside edge. Called strike. Count goes 2-2 here for Callipy. With Brody Miller over at second and Funny O'Bright over at third. So a chance for the Bulldogs to come ahead. Austin High. The Bulldogs come in after taking down a sweep of Austin High as they sit 2-0 in district here. Del Valle had the tough task of taking on the Westlake Chaparrals as this one is swung on and hit high towards left center field. Center fielder's getting underneath it, and a nice easy drop in for center fielder Adon Howard as that goes out number 3 for your Bulldogs. So 2 runners left on here for the top of the first.
And Highway 71 and 1 in the HEB Shopping Center on I-35 and William Cannon.
There you go. We're going to mute that one there, folks. We got the speaker near the mic, but he's on the mound here to start out for your Bulldogs. Uh-oh, hold on. We're going to get... Oh, that's my fault. I'm sorry, folks. We're getting Miss Starkey here hooked up. And I did not hook her up correctly. All right, say something for me.
Good afternoon.
There it is. Nice and hot. So Miss Laura Starkey here. I apologize. Had our wires mixed up for her, but Easton on the mound. Bulldogs coming off a 2-0 sweep of the Austin High Maroons, while the Del Valle Cardinals getting swept by the Westlake Chaparrals in both games, and so they are foaming at the mouth for a nice comeback, and Vasquez able to leave 2 Bulldogs on and get the fly out towards center field to end the top of the first. So let's see if we can get all of this figured out as we are going to be adjusting things on the fly for you here, folks. Oh, okay. So for your Bulldogs, Easton's going to be on the mound. Of course, a familiar name, Starkey, is going to be catching from Easton. Callipy's over at first. Garcia at second, as always. Estrada over at third. Winters over at shortstop. Merriman over at left. Bright center, and Miller over at right field. As far as the Del Valle Cardinals, leading off is going to be number 21, Aiden Howard, center fielder. As Easton had a really, really great showing game 1 against the Austin High Maroons. He He actually went 6 innings with 8 strikeouts, 1 walk, 3 hits, 1 run, and 3 errors. So not a bad showing, right, Laura?
No, not bad at all.
That was going to be low and outside. Called for a ball. Now, I know with Easton on the mound, it took a few for him to get warmed up a little bit. That one's some heat right down the middle. It's going to get called for strike.
He's looking hot right off the bat to me. I don't know about you.
He was. That was a very nice fastball down the middle by Easton. As that one's going to be in the dirt. It's going to be chipped, and off he goes. Easton able to scoop it up to throw to first
Nice
in
play.
time. And a great heads-up play by Easton. As that's going to be out number 1. Second baseman Jacob Lopez making his way up to the plate for the Cardinals. Umpire signals 1 out. That is you. Something's going to get called for strike 1. Strike 2 called, and Easton is ahead in the count 0-2. As that one's going to swung on and chopped foul by Lopez. Count's going to stay 0-2. Joshua Lopez set to make his way to the plate right after Jacob here. If he's the first baseman, batting cleanup's going to be Armando Navarro. See if he makes his way up. Yeah, they're going to say that one hit it, and down goes Lopez. He's going to get struck out looking for out number 2. Easton starting out pretty nice here for our first inning.
You know, that's good to see. You know, last game, it took him a little bit to get settled in, and it's really good to see him hot right off the bat.
You know, and he did take quite a little bit to get warmed up here against the Maroons, and you're right, he's looking good as there's another called strike. This time Joshua Lopez up to the plate.
Looks like spring break did him well. Got to rest his body for a little bit.
That's right, it was spring break as there's called strike 2, and Easton making quick work right now as he's ahead in the count 0-2. And that one's going to be low and inside. Starkey doing a good job getting in front of it. Count goes 1-2. And trying to get Lopez to bite. He isn't going to have it. Count goes 2-2. Another called ball. Count goes full now, 3-2 here for Lopez as he did a good job working his way back up against Easton. We'll see what Easton has for him here. That one's going to get chopped behind us. Count stays full, 3-2. That one's going to get hit high towards left center. And nice, easy grab there by Bright.
Hope you had your sunglasses on. It's bright over there in left field.
It really is, and people, you know, even though it's 7:15 with daylight savings, it's
bright.
It is bright outside, and get this, Easton with 12 pitches.
That's how you're effective right there.
That is a very effective first inning for him. I got to get some notes out, folks, because I got to write down what I'm going to talk about here in a second. Let's see here. All right, first and second inning is where we're at now. So big shout out. We're going to give our sponsors in while we can. Academy Sports and Outdoors. For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to gear up and have fun out there. The Academy Sports and Outdoors, our Vype Live spring sponsor. And of course, for the Bulldogs, Big Tuna Interactive specializes in Drupal website development and site optimizations. Reach out today and see how Big Tuna Interactive can help make your online marketing programs more valuable and can help you achieve your goals in 2021. BigTunaInteractive.com. Yeah, look at that. Nice and easy, and we are just smooth sailing.
Took us a little bit to get there, but that's okay.
Yeah, just a smidge. And as leading off the second here is a questionable batter. Starkey. So how was your brother's spring break? Good, I'm assuming, right?
You know, it was good. He got some reps in early in the week, and then later in the week.
You know, Coach, that's exactly what Coach
go figure.
DeGelio wants to hear. Exactly.
No, and then later in the week we took a trip down to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So he got to chill out for a couple days.
So you got to rest a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Some R&R as he looks to see what Vasquez has to offer. Well, that one's going to say it pegged him in the foot, and
oh my goodness, this
off he
kid's
goes.
A ball magnet, let me tell you.
Didn't he get pegged?
Yes, he got hit in the head during the Austin High game.
We have to get him looked at for that, because that's another hit. As he's
concussion
got
protocol.
Yeah, right. Pinch runner coming in. Sean McCullough.
Stepping in, third baseman number 11, John Estrada.
So McCullough got over at first there for Starkey. Out comes John Estrada now. And there's a quick throw over to first. Trying to get McCullough sleeping. Not going to happen. There's the first one, and Estrada going to hit that one towards right field. It's going to drop right in front of the right fielder, and a nice little single.
Nice, solid hit.
Which is going to move McCullough over to second. As Matt Garcia is going to make his way up now. As you hear from our wonderful crowd mic, Armando Navarro, catcher for the Cardinals, yelling, looking for that double play. So Garcia, they're most likely going to try to get him to hit something on the ground. So runners at first and second here for your Bulldogs, top of the second. As he's going to show bunt. And he is going to reach for it. He is going to get a little piece of it. The runners are going to advance, but our umpire's going to call foul ball. And we'll just do it again. So 0-1's the count now here for Garcia as he bunted that one foul. Garcia showing bunt again. That time he gets a good piece of it. It's going to roll towards first. Able to get to Vasquez with the glove toss, not in time. As McCullough's going to make his way home. Estrada is going to hang tight at third.
That was a well-executed bunt. That turns into a double.
And it does. Unfortunately, though, it's not a hit.
It is not a hit.
But he is going to get an RBI for that one as he's going to make his way over to second on the error. And we'll give that one to, we're going to give that one to Vasquez because the pitchers never get errors, right?
Never.
No, he's going to get one this time. So Estrada's over at third now, and the Bulldogs with a 1-0 lead here at the top of the second. As Easton is up to the plate now. And just a nice heater right down the middle by Vasquez for strike one. All right. So 0-1's the count here for Easton. Estrada at third, Garcia at second. Here's a pitch from Vasquez. It's low and outside. Count goes even, 1-1. Vasquez swung on and hit towards third. A diving catch, not in time as the third baseman as Estrada gets the go-ahead from Coach Delgia and a slide.
Garcia's got some wheels over there. He was running fast.
He did as the third baseman here for the Cardinals. Velasquez, Roberto Velasquez, did a valiant dive for that one and was able to get a glove on, at least slow it down quite a bit. Right before Estrada came around. Easton's over at first on the single. And Garcia is going to get held over at third. So runners at the corners now is a quick pause. And we're back to the top of the lineup. As Daniel Bright is going to go talk to Coach D here for a second. He singled to lead off the first. Looking to keep the streak going.
You know, Daniel Bright, he's a senior on this team this year. He's a third-year starter on varsity. So right now you really got to take that senior leadership and get at least a double to
Set
score in a
the
run.
example, right?
Yes, of course.
Anything less than a double is just unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
Anything less. As the Cardinals take a quick powwow over at the mound. And no outs here, top of the second. So Vasquez in a bit of a bind with Garcia over at third. And what could turn out to be a good inning for our Bulldogs. Bright swinging on the first thing he sees, high towards center field. And it's going to be brought in, and there goes the runner as Garcia is going to make it to home in time as both runners touch up.
I guess I'll take that. It scored a run.
It's a sacrifice, right? So Easton is going to move all the way, and Easton is running, isn't he? He doesn't have
Yes,
anybody
he
on him.
is.
Yes, he is. So he's over at second now after the sacrifice fly by Bright. And as the Bulldogs take a 3-0 lead now with one out here in the top of the second, excuse me. So Mason Winters up. He struck out looking back in the first after going down the count 0-2. So kind of had to make a decision on that pitch, and this time he didn't swing it. Normally you swing at anything near the outside, as that one's in the dirt, and Navarro doing a good job of getting in front of it and keeping Easton over at second. Counts 1-0. Vasquez getting set for the 1-0. Quick check over at Easton. And there, yep. He's going to follow through that, it looks like. Doesn't quite toss it, but takes a step off just to make sure he's not going to go anywhere. As that one's going to be swung on and popped high towards the third baseline. Third baseman, shortstop getting underneath it. Nobody's going to get there in time. It's going to drop foul, and Winters will get another crack at it. Count's going to go even, 1-1.
He gets to live another day.
He
Another pitch.
does get to live another pitch. As Miller's going to have to trot back with his head down. He thought he was going to get a chance to, to get back up and take another crack at it. So 1-1 here for Winters, with Easton over in scoring position at second. And one out here in the second.
Good eye. That pitch is hard to lay off of.
That looked good from here. As I was going to say, Blue's going to say it was a little too inside. So count's going to go 2-1 here for Winters. There we go. We'll get some crowd mic in before the music starts back up. You can hear the Bulldog faithful yell at our umpires. That one's going to be a liner right over the first baseman. It's going to drop in front of right field. He's going to get a glove on it, but can't quite pull it in. Easton's going to make his way all the way around from second.
Love to see that out of a pitcher.
The hustle, that's what you like to see.
Yeah.
You like to see that hustle from the pitcher. As Winters is going to get a single now, along with an RBI. So
Up to bat number 15, Brody Miller.
So number 15, Brody Miller, up to bat, as you just heard. Bulldogs up 4-0 here, top of the second, with just one out. And Mason Winters now over at first, as that one was high and outside, and then trying to get Winters moving, but not going to. Vasquez really checking down on Winters. Now he's going to take a crack at that one. That's high and into the home stands. That one goes, and
He caught it.
Yeah, I did. Cardinal that barehanded that one.
Too bad it doesn't count.
Hey, that counts in my book. That was
Hey,
a
A
go.
for effort right
That
there,
was
A
a,
for effort.
you know, it hurts when you got to barehand it like that, especially one that, because that was high. To get over the fence here behind us, that was a high fly over towards the home field stands. So counts even 1-1 here for Miller. And just one out. Winters still over at first. As Vasquez may try to throw him out again, and there it is. Not in time. We're going to reset and do it again. As Navarro's going to call time. Going to fix his straps. I think something came loose on him there. Which is tough being a catcher, you know.
You have so much equipment on.
As Winters takes off, swung on, it's going to be high, and this time behind us here, behind home plate. Is Winters had the go-ahead call on that one. As soon as the pitch was thrown, he took off towards second, so he'll trot his way back over to first. As Miller goes behind the count now, 1-2. So Winters now. There's the big, let's say, where's this big lead at? He takes another couple steps over towards second. There he goes. Winters taking off, throw outside. Here's a throw to second, trying to get him. And they're going to say he tagged him. And an amazing throw by Navarro. Actually, he got that one right on the money.
Wow.
As Winters is going to go down on the steal for out number 2. So counts even here now, 2-2 for Miller. And now with 2 outs, Vasquez working on getting out of the second inning.
Winters caught stealing.
And that was a hard hit towards right field. As he's able to get underneath it for the fly out, and there's going to be out
3 outs.
number 3. We're going to cut the crowd mic here, folks, just in case the music picks up on you. But that'll do it, but not before the Bulldogs bring 4 across against the Cardinals. Bottom of the second set to be underway. But I do have some catching up to do. So we'll give one more shout out here to our BOWIE sponsors. Mobile and Purcell Financial, with over 40 years of experience in financial services. Mobile and Purcell Financial can help you address your needs of today and for many years to come. Mobile and Purcell Financial. Live for today, plan for tomorrow. And there's something that I haven't gotten to do, Laura, that I like to do every baseball game that I get a chance to call. And it's something that I like to to call it. This day in baseball history. So today is March 23rd, and we'll start with something old, if you will. Ancient for you probably, because you're 2009. No, that'll be later. So let's check on, since we're playing the Cardinals, let's look back at 1938. Back on March 23rd, Commissioner Landis releases 74 Cardinal minor leaguers from a total of 6 teams and fined all their owners over $2,000 for their non-compliance to the rules. The Redbirds controlled the players in 2 clubs in each of the 3 Class D leagues in 1936 and each of the 4 leagues in 1937. So a big hammer brought down back in 1938. Crazy, right?
Crazy.
And that first pitch by Easton is called strike 1. As catcher Navarro's up on the plate now. That one's called for ball 1. Count goes even 1-1. And that one's going to get chopped foul by Navarro. Count goes 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Yeah, swung and a miss by Navarro as Starkey did a good job of gloving that one as well.
Brings up shortstop number 2,
Easton
Diego
right now is
Sandoval.
all gas and no brakes. I love to see it.
He really is right now. He's moving hot. As shortstop Diego Sandoval next to the plate. That one gets called for strike 1. Not going to get Sandoval to bite on that one. Count goes even 1-1. Same thing inside. Counts 2-1 here for Sandoval. As a quick time is called. Oof. Your brother may have to ice his hand after that one. I heard that from way over here. Counts 3-1 as Easton is behind, and Sandoval's doing a good job coming up as he's hugging the plate now. So swing on that one. Count goes full, 3-2. Pedro Gutierrez, left fielder, is going to be due up here after Sandoval. Followed by, I believe it should be David Matheson, who's going to be designated hitter. It's going to be 2 inside, and Sandoval doing a good job of
stepping at left fielder number 4,
hugging the plate on that one and forcing the ball.
That was a good at bat by him.
It truly was. We're just going to leave that muted because that was really loud. It really was a good at bat for Sandoval as he worked quite a few pitches out. So Pedro Gutierrez up left fielder now. As he takes a look at that first one, it's called strike. There's a quick throw to first, trying to get Sandoval. Not in time, counts even 1-1.
You know, Starkey back there behind the plate, he's aggressive with throwing the ball back to third or first. If your lead's too big and he doesn't like it, he's going to throw the ball back down to you.
Yeah, and those are scary throws, too, as that one's going to be swung on and missed by Gutierrez for strike 2. Those are really scary, you know, when you
It's a risk.
It's a huge risk that you may or may not throw over. Now, we know Callipy's over there over at first with his, 8-foot height, and that one's going to get chopped foul. Count stays
pretty hard to throw the ball over his head.
It really is, which is kind of nice over at first, which I think is why Travis is willing to throw it like that. But, we saw some crazy throws by the Maroons last week where it went right by him as Gutierrez is going to get struck out looking for out number 2. So David Matheson up now. Matheson is a designated hitter for right fielder Ben Rodriguez. As Easton's going to toss it over to first, as Sandoval still over at first here with 2 outs. As that one gets called for ball 1. Swung on and missed there by Matheson. Counts even 1-1. So 2 outs here. And another swing and miss there. As Easton goes ahead in the count 1-2. And another swing and a miss there. And Gutierrez goes out swinging for out number 3. And a quick, I wouldn't say 1, 2, 3, right? 1 walk, 2, 3. As again, that was an excellent at bat by Diego Sandoval there to work the pitch count and really get over and make his way on the walk. So Merriman's going to be due up here to lead off top of the 3rd for your Bulldogs. 4-0 lead. And just kind of cruising right now as Easton's doing an excellent job on the mound. Merriman was, he struck out swinging. I was going to say he was walked, but that was actually Miller who was walked. Merriman struck out swinging on 3 straight pitches back in the first. He was one of the few batters that we got to miss here on the broadcast. We do apologize for that first round that he went to. As Vasquez still on the mound, getting loose. We're just going to hang out here because I don't feel like, I don't even know if those are going to work. Vype Live, contact us for your athletic needs. And of course, a big thank you to the Bulldog Booster Club as they are working behind the scenes to bring you our wonderful broadcasts for all of district. As we've got a couple tough games here against Del Valle. This is really the first true away game, if you will, also because, you know, the majority of the time we're going to be over at Burger, just a different jersey.
Yes.
So I know back in my olden days, you know, it was, we liked coming over to an opposer's home turf and seeing what happened as Vasquez throws that one just a little bit outside for ball 1.
You know, I think it's good for them to get out of Burger, to like see different stadiums and get a feel and be like, okay, it's not my home turf. We actually got to work today to get that win.
Oh yeah, definitely. That one's going to be low and outside for ball 2. You know, I know Coach D loves to look at these different fields and see how they're set up and, you know, maybe possibly planning something for the future. As that one swung on and chopped foul. Count goes 2-1 here for Merriman. And the Cardinals have an excellent baseball field and an excellent football facility as well, which is where I normally call games. I usually call the games over in the football press box, which is
Del Valle has a very nice school system.
Gorgeous, it is.
It's a beautiful campus.
That one's going to be in the dirt. Navarro able to get in front of it, but he still loses it. No worries, though, but count's going to go 3-1. As we'll most likely see Merriman take this one. That's a Ben and Merriman. He'll probably most likely sit on this one. As here's the 3-1 pitch. And that one's going to be outside. Vasquez trying to get Merriman to reach for that one. Not going to happen. And Merriman's on base here to start the third.
Stepping in, first baseman Patrick Valle.
So Calipy's up next. He flew out towards center field. He's lost that bat back in the first. As Vasquez does a quick throw to first base. Not in time, though. Merriman just dirtied the jersey a little bit. So how many different jerseys do we have here, Miss Laura?
I want to say we have 4. I'm just going off of memory.
We saw
and
the
laundry that I
pinstripes.
do at the house.
So we saw pinstripes, we saw the all black, and now we have the gray.
Yes.
And so I'm wondering what else we got.
I want to say there's one more, but I could be wrong.
That one's going to get chopped back behind. Count goes even 1-1 here for Calipy.
Yes, I don't think we've seen the red jersey.
So there is a red.
Yes.
The infamous red jersey. Well, I mean, we wouldn't have the red jersey here playing the Cardinals, and we probably won't see it next week either with Westlake,
No.
which we'll touch base on later. At a later date and time, most likely. There's the pitch. Swung on and hit right over third base. It's going to drop right in front of the left fielder for
There you
a
go.
base
Nice
hit. And a very nice hit by Calipy, as he is going to single, and Merriman's going to trot on over to second. As here comes old Travis Starkey with a dirty jersey and dirty pants. So whoever does the laundry for him, we'll have to talk to
Oh my
to that
goodness.
person. You wouldn't happen to know, right? Not at all.
No, I would no. But I can tell you he never comes home with clean pants.
Oh,
Ever.
never. You're playing baseball. There's
Yeah.
no reason. If you're coming home with clean pants, and something's
You're doing something wrong.
You're doing something wrong.
I'm just saying it's extra dirty. Like
Yeah.
it's on another level.
Starkey had the baseball magnet on him the last time at bat as he got pegged by a pitch. Here's the first one he's going to look at from Vasquez. As he's going to show bunt. And it is a bunt towards third. And it's going to be called foul, though. He couldn't quite get it inside. As he goes behind the count, 0-1. So runners on first and second. No outs. Top of the third. Starkey at the plate. And 4-0 lead for your Bulldogs. This pulls back at the last second. Gets count for ball one. So count goes even 1-1 as you saw the first baseman coming up quick for the Cardinals. That was Josh Lopez, if I'm right, so he's expecting it. I think I was gonna say he might get the call to swing. He was wound up as there's the bunt towards third. That's gonna roll foul. Count goes 1-2 here for Starkey. Now what do you do, Laura? Do you let him try to bunt one more time after he's two of them have gone foul, or you let him swing away?
I say let him swing. He's been on a hot streak the past couple games, and from tournament season, I say you let him swing.
Or he gets hit by a pitch, right? Either
Yeah,
way,
a ball magnet.
Either way, you win, right?
Yeah,
so
of
it's
course.
okay. And Starkey gets set back up to the plate. Vasquez, quick check over at second to Merriman, and Calipy over at first. And gonna call quick time. Make him rethink if he wants to throw that pitch or not. There's no music. It's a swung on, and there's a chopper foul. Count's going to stay 1-2 here for Starkey. Vasquez looking at Merriman over at second for quite a while. And they're going to say that one hit the box. It was a little low to me, but Starkey's going to go down looking for out number one. John Estrada's up next. Singled back in the second.
John Estrada.
He also came around for a run as well. So runners still at first and second here for the Bulldogs. That one's going to be way outside. Trying to see if Estrada would reach. No go though. Count goes 1-0. Navarro this time going to take a quick time. And he'll make his way over to the mound.
He's intimidated. He knows Estrada's got a big bat.
You know, and it's one of those with one out, how are you going to pitch to him? And, I like the outside pitch to lead him out, see if he's going to reach just, and it's a burner pitch, trying to see if Merriman's going to take off or not over at second. And now we're going to see, you going to maybe throw another slider outside, or you going to try to throw it inside and back him off the base a little bit. So 1-0 here for Estrada, 1 out. As off he steps again. He checks Merriman over at second. And Merriman's over at second with nobody in front of him, which is why we're not really talking about Callipy, is there's a big swing and a miss and a throw to first trying to get Callipy, not in time. But a big rip by Estrada on that one. Couldn't quite make contact. Counts even 1-1. And we talked about it. There was that quick throw by Navarro over to first. And Lopez doing a good job of ringing that one in at first base and trying to get Callipy, just.
He's got some cat-like reflexes over there.
Well, he hasn't been paying much attention to him. He's been watching Merriman, so trying to see we're not worried about you. As a bunt, and that's going to roll foul. Almost stayed inside. Count goes 1-2. So top of the third. Here at the Cardinal baseball field. As it's slowly starting to get darker. 1 out, 1-2 is the count. Merriman at second, Callipy at first. And Bulldogs with a 4-0 lead. And that one was a nice heater right over the plate there. And Estrada's going to go down looking
Second out of the inning.
for out number 2. So after walking one and they giving up a single, Vasquez striking out the next 2 batters as Garcia is going to make his way up. He reached on an error.
Baseman number 2, Matthew Garcia.
Back in the second. And Vasquez looks pretty warm and kind of settled in there on the mound. Easton's going to be following up. That one's going to be swung on and missed by Garcia. So if Garcia somehow gets a hit or makes it to base, Easton will follow up right behind him. That one's hit and it's high towards center and getting on. It's going to be the second baseman as he catches it while falling down, which makes it that much better. That was Jacob Lopez. Garcia is going to pop out towards second for out number 3. So Easton will get a chance to lead off here in the 4th, but not before the Cardinals going to get another crack at it here at the bottom of the 3rd. With Roberto Velasquez, third baseman. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Chris Vasquez, pitcher, is going to be due up next. So Velasquez is going to make his way out. Or Vasquez, excuse me, is going to make his way out. Velasquez will be right behind him as Easton gets warm up on the mound. And the Bulldogs holding on to that 4-0 lead here, bottom of the 3rd. So my phone is ringing like crazy. Let's meet this up here. So bottom of the 3rd here. Going to give a shout out to Plucker's Ring Bar. Be sure to visit one of the 7 Austin area locations today Currently, we are offering online delivery and curbside pickup from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Plugger's Wing Bar, where we promise to have the beer ice cold and the wings piping hot. And a big shout out to the United States Marine Corps as they are tuning in. And giving a big shout out to the BOWIE Bulldogs and a big good luck. So Chris Vasquez making his way up to the plate. With Roberto Velasquez set to bat ninth, so he'll be right up after. That one's going to get called strike for Easton. Ball one called. Count goes even 1-1. And my favorite matchups throughout the games here are when the pitchers get to face other pitchers. Because as a pitcher, you can see, you kind of have an idea of what's being thrown, as that one's going to be swung on and missed. As Easton gets ahead in the count 1-2. And then also, if you're upset, the ball may get away from a pitcher every so often. As that one swung on and missed. And Vasquez is going to go down swinging for out number 1. So batting ninth is going to be number 9, Roberto Velasquez, third baseman. Easton so far on a 3-strikeout streak right now. Knock on wood, right? Everybody knock. Put your hats backwards, right? Start stacking. Get the rally caps going. As that one swung on and missed for strike 1 by Velasquez. Another called strike is Easton. Is ahead 0-2 now. And not going to get to bite on that one is Velasquez as count goes 1-2. And a big swing and a miss there by Velasquez, and that'll be out number 2.
Dang, Easton is on fire tonight.
So third inning, we're going back to the top of the order with Aiden Howard up. And you say he's on fire, Laura. That's 30 pitches so far tonight, if my count is correct. So he's still, he's making good, some good throws here. That was going to be swung on and missed by Howard for strike 1. Easton, a little throw inside, and Howard trying to make some contact with that one. Easton's ahead now. That one's going to be outside. Called ball. So counts 1-2 here with 2 outs. Easton getting set. Here's a throw. And it's going to be a little too low. Count goes even 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And some heat just down. Easton just walking off the mound after throwing that one.
He's like, I know.
He knew that was going to hit, and Howard's going to go down looking for out number 3. As that's going to be 5 strikeouts in the row now for Easton. So, yeah, I'd say he's pretty warm there on the mound and ready to go. And really quick, folks, as we transition from the 3rd to the 4th, my iPad with all of my wonderful sponsors is about to go down. So before I do, another big shout out for Centex Maintenance Services, who is one of your Bulldog sponsors here for district games. And of course, Academy Sports and Outdoors. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com, or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. Academy, let's see, Pluckers and Centex. So I may not say as much in the future as my iPad's about to die on me, but let's do let's see, we've got Easton's going to set up here to lead off top of the 4th here for the Bulldogs. Let's get another This Day in Baseball History, yeah? Since we're playing the Cardinals, I love it when I get to see, you know, information about teams we're playing, use mascots as well, you know, anything like that. So back in 1973 on March 23rd, the Cardinals play three Cruz brothers, Cirilio, Hector, and Jose, all 9 innings in the outfield during the team's 9-2 spring training victory over New York at Al Lang Field. The trio of Puerto Rican siblings who personally outscore the Mets bat first, second, and third in the lineup, making all 3 outs in the first and 8th frames. Crazy, right? As Vasquez back up on the mound, set to face off and duel with Easton, as that one's going to be a little poocher. It's going to drop in front of short. There's a throw to first, not in time, and talk about a nasty drop on that one. As Easton will get a single here to lead off the 4th, and here comes top of the lineup. Estadio Bright's going to make his way out. So Bright did a nice sacrifice back in the second to get a run through, and also singled back in the first. That one's called ball.
That was a close one.
That was a close one for Bright, but he doesn't give any offering on that one. Count goes 1-0 with Easton over at first. And that time he reached for that one. A nice slider to the outside. That one's going to get chopped foul. Count goes even 1-1. That's a called strike. A throw to first, trying to get Easton, not in time. As Bright's now behind the count 1-2. Going to get chopped high, foul to the left. Navarro trying to get underneath it, and oh, he's almost able to get a glove on that one. It's going to hit the ground though, and Bright will live another. This count's going to stay 1-2. So Easton hanging tight at first still. Our umpire's going to dust off the plate and get resuited up. As Bright's going to get a quick reset. He's going to see the 1-2 offering here from Vasquez. And swung on and hit. That's a grounder right up the gut. And Bright's going to get in there and get a single.
Nice, solid hit.
So Easton will advance over to second. Bright's over at first, and here comes Mason Winters as he singled back in the second. Struck out looking in the first, and he was thrown out in the second as well as he was trying to steal. He just couldn't quite get there in time after Navarro made an excellent throw. You know, I think catching is one of the hardest positions to teach. You know, and I say
Lots
that
of technique.
it's a ton, and I do little league, you know, baseball, of course. You know, and it's always, you know, you always because they're like, oh, my legs. You know, it's strenuous being down there all the time. And having to stand up, and at that age, it's the fear of throwing the second and not making it.
Yeah.
As Winters is going to show bunt.
I mean, as the catcher, you're the quarterback of the team, essentially.
Yep, that one's going to hit the dirt. Runners are going to advance.
Because once you get to the more advanced levels, you're calling pitches, you're calling plays. You know, you're the quarterback.
Yeah, and at that time, it's just, you know, play catch. So Winters is going to pull back in time. Count's going to go 1-0, and as that one hits the dirt, runners are going to advance. And Navarro's doing a good job of only allowing them to advance one base and keeping Easton over at third. But no outs here, top of the 4th. As Navarro calls a quick time. There's the pitch, and that's going to be outside. Count goes 2-0 here for Winters. He didn't show bunt that time, though, so maybe a different game plan with runners on third and second now, huh?
You know, I wouldn't be surprised. Mason's been hitting really well the past couple games. I say let him swing.
Well, and
score 2 runs.
Yeah. Try to get a good hit, especially because he was able to single back in the second. As there's another hit that's going to be high towards right field. He's running it down and not in time. It is going to go foul, so Winters will get a nice strike on his record there. Count's going to go 2-1. And we're just going to reset.
2 balls, 1 strike.
But, you know, coming up, he 3 straight pitches in the first inning for Winters, and he struck out looking on that third pitch. But then he finally, he saw Vasquez, saw what the pitches are looking like. He was able to single back in the second. So yeah. And if you saw, that one was hit towards first, so they're hitting away now, and they're trying to get towards that angle. As Winters awaits the 2-1 pitch. And trying to get him to reach, but not going to. Count goes 3-1 here for Winters. And again, no outs here, top of the fourth. Bowie with a 4-0 lead, but with 2 runners in scoring position. He's going to get chopped foul. Count goes full, 3-2. Full count here for Winters. They're going to say that one hit the plate. And Winters will go down looking for out number 1. As a pitcher, you don't want to have those runners in scoring position like that, but it kind of really changes the game because you're not really too worried about picking them off now. Now you're really worried about just you and the batter and getting the strikeout. And Vasquez did a good job of getting Winters on that one, as he got the call. So up comes Brody Miller. As he's going to swing on that one, it's going to go behind us. Count goes 0-1. Miller was walked back in the first, and then he flew out back in the second. As Vasquez gets the call, and if you notice here, he's not even checking the runners now anymore. It's all straight pitches, and doesn't quite catch the outside edge he was looking for. Count goes even, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 to Miller. Swung on. That one's going to get chopped. Count goes 1-2.
Got to protect the plate now.
Yeah, and that's really is. Down behind the count, it's all about protecting the plate, and Vasquez has been kind of working that outside edge with some really nice pitches. And with Miller, a southpaw batter, if you will. We'll see if he tries to go that outside edge again, as he's got a few pitches to burn if he needs to. This time going to go right at him, though. It's going to get knocked foul. Count stays 1-2 here for Miller.
That was a big swing. He wanted that one. He wanted that one bad.
He did, and he got a little piece of it, just not enough that he was looking for. So counts 1-2 here, 1 out, top of the fourth. 2 runners in scoring position for the Bulldogs. Easton over at third. As that one's there's the burned pitch. Count goes even, 2-2 here for Miller.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
So Easton over at third, Bright over at second. And Miller kind of working some pitches out of Vasquez now. And there's a big hit towards right field. That one's going towards the fence line, and it's right into the fence. It's going to drop as Easton comes across, and here comes Bright. And an RBI double for Miller.
You know, that's awesome to see that from Brody Miller. Last season, he was the guy you did not want to pitch to. Excuse me. He was on fire last year, was a little slow during tournament season, but now I see his bat coming alive again, and it's really great to see.
Well, and he got a really good piece of that one, and again, that was close to going over the fence, and it dropped just inside, and they said it hit the fence as the Cardinals are going to have a talk over at the mound, and I think that's going to do it for Vasquez here on the mound. And it looks like number 10, which I do not have a number 10 on my roster, so I'll try to get a name if I can. But number 10 is going to make his way out to the mound. For the Cardinals, let's take a quick break, while he warms up. We'll be right back, folks. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball right here on Vype Live.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, BYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3-13, not yet, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds, really close up the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the three. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by one!
Log on to Vype, BYPE.com. Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts, but did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at Vype, VYPE.com.
New pitcher for the Cardinals. Looks nice and warm and loose there on the mound. We'll work on getting you folks a name as soon as we can for the new pitcher, but a new one out. So Vasquez, and I'll get some, hopefully get some stats for you folks. He's going to take a break after pitching 4 1/3 here for the Cardinals, as Ben Merriman makes his way up. And it's always a different at-bat when you go up against a new pitcher. So he'll most likely take a pitch or two. Let's see what happens. So Miller's over in scoring position at second after a nice double, as that one's going to get hit, and it's going to be popped over to first for out number 2. Merriman just going to take the first offering that time.
2 outs. First baseman,
So Callipy's up now.
number 13, Patrick Lobby.
Callipy singled back in the 3rd and then flew out in the 1st. His first time at bat. So getting a crack number 3, and again, haven't seen much of the new pitcher here. His first pitch, and another first pitch swing on by the Bulldogs goes down this time for strike 1. So 2 outs here in the 4th for your Bulldogs with a runner in scoring position. As that one's going to hit it for strike 2. And Callipy's behind the count now, 0-2. And down goes Callipy with a strikeout for out number 3. That'll do it. Starkey will be set to lead off the 5th for your Bulldogs when it comes around, but not before the Cardinals, the crack at it here, the bottom of the 4th, as Jacob Lopez will lead off, followed by Josh Lopez and Armando Navarro. Easton still on the mound. guess while we get some time, let's do another shout out to our sponsor, Academy Sports and Outdoors. Gear up this spring at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Christian Mendoza is out on the mound here for the Bulldogs, not for the Bulldogs, for the Cardinals. Had to get a quick update to our roster. So Mendoza with a nice 3-pitch, 2/3 inning there to close out the 4th on the Bulldogs. But here's Jacob Lopez. And so I think that first one for strike 1. Easton looking to keep going on the pitching streak as Starkey's going to a quick time and walk on up to Easton and ask him if he wants to get a burger later. Now he makes his way back.
I'm sure they'll be stopping at Whataburger on the way home. I'm telling you, it's happening.
This one is going to be called strike. Lopez moved like it was way too inside, but Easton's going to get the call there. Count goes 0-2 here. Lopez struck out looking back in the first as he was going to go down swinging here in the 4th. That's going to be out number 1. So Josh Lopez up next. He flew out towards center field after getting the count full back in the first. With no runners on, 1 out. And the Bulldogs with a 6-0 lead as that one's going to get chopped foul for strike 1. Trying to get a piece of that one was Josh Lopez. Count goes 0-2.
It's a game they'd like to play every season.
What's that?
Race for the foul ball.
Who can get to it first? Yeah, Navarro over there almost made it. As he brought an extra, though, from the dugout just in case as he gave it to the ump.
D had some wheels, though. He got over here quick.
He did. Can't judge a book by its cover as Lopez is going to go down swinging for out number 2. So Armando Navarro up next. Someone's knocking on our table outside. So Navarro struck out swinging back in the 2nd. As that first one will get called for strike 1. 1-1's the count here, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th, or 4th. As they want to get that one checked, and they're going to say he did not swing at that one. Counts even 1-1 here for Navarro. As he's looking to hopefully spark this Cardinal offense. That was just outside for ball 2. Count goes 2-1. That's a quick time, and Navarro is going to get reset.
Great stop by Travis Stark behind the plate.
That really was. His count goes even 2-2. He was able to get in front of that one, and I'd like him to keep doing that. And you know, for when you got that runner over there at 2nd or 1st looking to take off. As here's your 2-2 pitch, and gonna hit the edge of the plate there, and Navarro's gonna go down looking for out number 3, and
score after 5.
Can print your tickets
Cardinals go down
to your mobile device.
1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's an 8 strikeout streak now for Easton. So Diego Sandoval will be up to lead the bottom of the fifth for the Cardinals. Well, the top of the fifth going to be underway as Travis Starkey is going to make his way out to lead off for the Bulldogs, followed by John Estrada and Matt Garcia. Let's take a short break, though, Laura, if that's cool with you.
Yeah.
We'll be right back for the fifth inning. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball right here on Vype Live.
Someone who was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, BYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, BYPE.com. Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite. Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation. Check us out at Vype, BYPE.com. Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close at the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the three. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by one.
Log on to Vype, BYPE.com.
All right, folks. Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. All right. As Travis Starkey's up at the plate now. First one. Here to lead off the fifth here for the Bulldogs. Watches that one go for ball one. Counts 1-0 here for Starkey. As he's going to swing and hit that one towards center field. And being able to bring that one in with ease is going to be Aiden Howard for out number one. So Christian Mendoza up on the mound here for the Cardinals. Chris Vasquez, some stats for him. Pitched 4 1/3, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, 6 hits, 6 runs, and 1 error. So that is where the Cardinals are sitting at the moment. Is that one is going to be swung on and missed by Estrada, or swung on and chopped foul for strike one. So Estrada, let's look at that one for ball one. Count goes 1-1. He's singled back in the second and struck out looking in the third. As he looks to face a new pitcher in Mendoza. And that one's going to, nice slider to the outside there for Mendoza for strike two.
Good eye.
Really good eye, not biting on that one. Count goes even, 2-2.
Full count.
Count goes full, 3-2 here for Estrada. No runners on and 1 out here, top of the fifth. Bulldogs with a 6-0 lead over the Del Valle Cardinals. Going to be too low, and
It's a good at bat.
off he goes.
Way to work the pitcher.
Really was, especially a new pitcher. Take the count full and end up drawing the walk. So Estrada will head on over to first with 1 out here at top of the fifth. As Matt Garcia will make his way to the plate. Reached on an error back in the second. And then popped out towards second base in the third. Thought about it, didn't swing at that one. Count goes 1-0 here for Garcia. Quick throw over to first, trying to get Estrada. Not in time. So we'll reset and do it again. Navarro lost that one. Estrada's going to make it over to second on the wild pitch. Goes 2-0 here for Garcia. And I hate those. You did your job, you got it, you stop it in front of you, but you can't see because it's literally, you got so much gear on as the catcher, and you're looking everywhere, and that's how you see him do the eye roll, like, oh my God, it was right there. That one was going to be a little too high, and Navarro popping up quick. Looking to maybe toss it over to second and get Estrada. Not going to do it though. Count goes 3-0.
3 balls, no strikes.
And Garcia will most likely, and I keep saying this and it doesn't happen, but maybe sit on a couple pitches, work the count a little bit, and see if he can just get an easy walk. That was going to catch the edge for strike one. So counts 3-1 here for Garcia. And not going to get it on that one. It was for Mendoza, so off goes Garcia on the walk.
You know, it's really good to see Garcia on the field right now. Over quarantine, he was a part of a really scary car accident with 2 other players. So it's just amazing to see him on the field right now, just months after that happened.
You know, and you're right. It's really great to see. It's something that could have ended a lot worse, but as he's looking really good, there's a bump there by Easton. He gets contact, and Easton trying to leg it out, not in time. So sacrifice bunt for Easton as Garcia moves over to second, and Estrada moves over to third. And top of the order now as Manny Bright, who singled in the 4th, will make his way up to bat in the 5th. Bet you somebody's at our table hanging out. So we got our table set up outside the box here, the booth, and
some little siblings just walking around.
They're probably snacking on the table. And that one's going to be outside for ball 1 here for Bright. You know, with 2 outs, there's really not too much to worry about as far as the runners. You really don't want to risk a throw that may not get caught. So this is usually where the pitchers pull out their all the stops, if you will. As that one gets chopped foul. Count goes even 1-1. As out comes Dylan Godina to get that one. Quick out of the dugout to get that foul. And here's the 1-1 pitch. That one's going to be in the dirt.
Nice stop.
A very nice stop as he got right in front of that one. Runners stay put at second and third. Count goes 2-1. As you hear the screams in the crowd, right, most likely, we got a softball game going on. I think it's San Marcos in Del Valle, if I remember right.
Saw the bus outside in the parking lot.
I saw the purple, and for me, that's always San Marcos. That one's going to drop over for strike 2. Counts even 2-2 here for Bright. And he's going to get the box on that one, and that'll be out number 3 as Bright.
3 outs.
He's going to go down looking for out number 3 to end the top of the 5th. Mason Winters will be set to do up here when the top of the 6th rolls around, but Diego Sandoval up next here for to lead off the bottom of the 5th for the Cardinals, followed by Pedro Gutierrez and David Matheson batting third. We'll see if Mendoza gets a chance to crack at the bat on the 4th, or if we'll have a courtesy hitter. We'll see. Well, let's take a quick break as Easton gets warmed up on the mound. Listening to Bulldog Baseball right here on Vype Live.
coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com.
It's a good song. I don't know if you know the song. It's a good song.
It is a good song. I'm not that young. I know the song.
You kids don't know good music. Welcome back, folks. As the bottom of the fifth set to get underway with Diego Sandoval here to lead off for the Cardinals. Be sure to tune in Friday as your Bulldogs will take on the Cardinals over at Burger Stadium with a 5 o'clock first pitch. As that one's going to get chopped for foul for strike one. And a big swing by Sandoval there. No contact made. Count goes 0-2. And time is going to be called. Do a quick reset. Sandoval's down the count 0-2, and Easton still looking pretty comfy there on the mound.
He's in a groove. I like to see it.
As down goes Sandoval for out number one. And that's a 9 strikeout streak.
He's on a roll.
He is. Easton is doing really well now with 9 strikeouts in a row. And up next comes Pedro Gutierrez, left fielder. With 1 out, nobody on here, bottom of the fifth. As he swings and gets a piece of that one. We'll get chopped foul for strike one. As he gets a little bit of that one. Starkey with the throw to first in time. We're out number 2, and
nice play.
Talk about a
That's
heck of a
tough
throw.
play.
He had some mustard on that one. As you hear, good job, Travis, by Coach Jelly over there on his bucket. And here comes David Matheson, who's the designated hitter for the Cardinals. He gets a piece of that one. Goes right by Easton over to Winters. Winters to Callipy. And there is out number 3. 3, 4. And by my count, if it's correct, and I say if it's correct, which I don't think it is because I got him at like 50 pitches, so I doubt that's right. I try. We'll get there one day, right? So
One day.
So, again, due up next, we had Chris Vasquez, who is no longer pitching for the Cardinals, so most likely Christian Mendoza will come on out to lead off the bottom of the 6th for the Cardinals, but your Bulldogs will come out here top of the 6th with Mason Winters set to lead off. He's struck out looking twice and was able to single in the 3rd. And I take that back. Mendoza will not make his way out to the mound as the Cardinals do have a new pitcher out on the mound. It is going to be number 12, Diego Mendez. As you see him getting warmed up now. And we're not going to take a break. We've taken too many already. We all know we're listening to Vype, so let's give a big shout out to our sponsors. So for the Bulldog District games, we've got Big Tuna Interactive, Syntex Maintenance Services, Mogul and Purcell Financial, and Plucker's Wing Bar. And then, of course, for the Vype Spring Sports, we've got Academy Sports and Outdoors. Well, for all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to gear up and have fun out there. You know what we haven't done? Let's do a quick before my iPad dies here. Let's do a quick this day in baseball history while Mendez gets warm. Ooh, how about this one? In 1990, on March 23rd, the FBI makes an arrest of Howard Spiro, once an unpaid publicist with the Winfield Foundation, who approached George Steinbrenner and received $40,000 to dig up dirt on the outfielder. He's arrested after trying to extort money from the Yankees owner. And in July, Commissioner Fay Vincent will ban him from playing any role in the team's day-to-day operations for 30 months upon learning about the arrangement with the Bronx professional gambler.
Wow.
Crazy.
That's quite a story.
The things you know, right? The things you know, as Mason Winters looks to face off against Mendoza here. That one's going to go just outside for ball one. I'm not going to get the swing on that one. Count goes 2-0 here for Winters, and Winters at a 1-for-3 right now here on the at the plate, looking to maybe make that a nice 2-for-4. We'll see. And that one's going to catch for Mendez for strike one.
At the plate, I'm thinking that's Dylan Godina, not Mason Winters.
Oh, is it? Oh, you're right. That is.
That's a solid hit.
As Godina gets a nice hit between first and second there into the outfield. And a good catch. You're right. That is Godina. Well, thanks, coach. So Godina with a nice single. As the first one for Miller gets called for strike one. Now we got to see what happens with Godina. Is he going to be over at short for Winters, or what are we doing here? Miller's just going to watch that one go by for strike two.
That was a nasty pitch.
That was. That one curved in very nicely there. And Miller, you saw the grimace on his face like, I couldn't have done that one. Mendez is a southpaw pitcher. That one's going to be a little too inside for ball one. Counts 1-2 here for Miller, with one runner on and no outs here, top of the sixth. A nice slider. But Miller stays true. Count goes even, 2-2. Quick look over at Godina, and a big swing and a miss there by Miller as he goes down swinging for out number one.
That's a tough pitch to hit. That was nasty.
Well, I mean, it's 2-2 count. You got to protect the plate, so he's had to take a crack at that one.
Number 9, Tyler Thomason.
As Thomason now is in instead of Ben Merriman. Somebody is at my table. And there's the buzz, eh? We can hear you, whoever's over there. So Thomason in now here in the 4 spot as he watches that one goes by for ball one. So Godina still over at first. Getting some big leads there. That one will get called for ball two. And what's scary when you face that left-handed pitcher is he's watching you, though. As he's getting ready to pitch, he's watching you. So it's an easy just right at first. So he's got to be quick. And Godina's got to be careful over there at first and keep his lead in a little bit as that one goes right over the plate for strike one. Counts 2-1 here, 1 out. Top of the sixth. Bulldogs with a 6-0 lead over the Cardinals. Tyler Thomason at the plate. As He's doing a good job of sitting true so far. Count goes 3-1. And of course, a big shout out to Miss Stephanie Thomason, who helped me get my awesome hat. As there's a nice hit right over second towards center field. As oh man, Coach Jenny was telling him to go, go, go. And instead, Godina is going to sit tight over at third, and Tyler with a single for his first time at bat here this afternoon. And a very nice hit right over second base. As out comes Callipy with a runner in scoring position. Thomason over at first. And just one out. But as I was saying, Miss Stephanie Thomason, a big thank you. She got me set up, and I was looking for a nice Bulldog hat, and she was the go-to person. So if you are looking for any Bulldog gear, be sure to reach out and see if they have anything left over that you can get your hands on, and she'll be happy to help you out as best she can. So runners on the ends now here. Top of the sixth. That's Callipy. Watches that one go by for strike one. She might be in the stands. It's just not even paying attention. But we'll see.
She might be.
Callipy watches that one for ball one.
Ball one, strike.
So it counts even at 1-1. Remember, folks, our next matchups against Valle will be this Friday over at Burger at 5 p.m. That one is going to be chopped foul by Callipy. Count goes 1-2. I guess your brother's batting next.
What's up, Stark?
I always know where he is because of the hair in the back coming out of the hat or the helmet.
Thomason's heading over to second. And Godina doing a quick bait over at third. So Thomason will make his way. Two guys in scoring position now. Callipy's going to go down swinging for out number two. As here comes Travis Starkey. Starkey hit that one. There's a high fly infield there, and able to get into the second baseman for out number three. As you can give him some grief for that one, as the all right.
The game day soundtrack continues here on Game Time.
So Easton's still on the mound. He was sat at the 7th, if I remember right. Back in game one, he was, and out came Corbett. So we'll see if Coach D is going to do the same. So there's a big throw All right, Travis over to second in time, and here comes Christian Mendoza. So we'll see if we can figure out the positioning when things come back around. But here's Mendoza out, his first time at bat to lead off here at the bottom of the sixth for the Cardinals. First pitch gets called strike here for Easton. As his strikeout streak ended back in the fifth. So that one's going to get chopped foul as Mendoza got a piece of that one. Count goes 0-2 for the Cardinals. Not going to get the call there is Easton. His count goes 1-2.
That was a close one.
That was a close one. We'll have to work it inside a little bit better this next go around. As I say that and he throws it outside. Count goes even 2-2. As Mendoza clawing his way back. Doing a good job of watching those go by. Yeah, there's a big swing and a miss by Mendoza. As that's going to be out number one. So Velasquez is going to make his way out here. He's only had a chance once at the plate where he struck out swinging back in the third. See if he can get on base here. His first pitch by Easton gets called for strike one. Easton trying to get him to reach, unable to, counts even 1-1. Aiden Howard due up next here after Velasquez, as the top of the order is going to come up here for the Cardinals, as that one's going to get chopped back foul. Count goes 1-2. Easton with the 1-2. Big swing and a miss by Velasquez as he goes down for out number two. So top of the order due up now, Aiden Howard. Jacob Lopez set to follow if Howard can get on base. As Easton is doing a great job on the mound so far this afternoon. Well, this evening, I guess, right? 7 o'clock as Howard gets a piece of that one. It's going to get chopped foul for strike one. And that one's going to get chopped down the third base line. It will go foul. And Howard is behind in the count 0-2 as Easton is still looking pretty fresh on the mound.
He's doing a great job pitching tonight.
I wonder if Coach will leave him in for the seventh this time. Again, I don't know his pitch count. I lost it already, but it's not that high.
I hope he does. I really do. I'd love for him to get a complete game.
And a swing and a miss. As they're going to say it was dropped. There's a quick throw to first for the out. As that's going to be out number three.
Score at the end of 6, Del Valle 0.
So one more inning left for the Cardinals. Try to put something across as Jacob Lopez will be set to lead off the bottom of the seventh, followed by Josh Lopez and Armando Navarro, if that happens. Bulldogs, though, going to get a crack at it here top of the seventh as John Estrada will be set to lead off, followed by Matt Garcia. And then this is where the big we'll see is Easton will be batting the 3 spot. We'll see if he gets another crack at it or if they'll bring in Corbett or a different hitter for him. We'll see. So let's take a short break. We will be right back, folks, for the 7th inning. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball right here on Vype Live.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Welcome back, folks. 7th inning about to be underway, and Starkey doing a good job of running our board and bringing us in, bringing us out, nice and smooth. As the 7th inning's underway, one more big shout out for Big Tuna Interactive, Syntex Maintenance Services, Mobile and Purcell Financial, and Plucker's Wing Bar, who are your Bulldog sponsors here for our district games. As Mendez out on the mound for the Cardinals, Estrada at the plate as he takes a look and watches as strike one goes by. And Estrada getting a piece of that one. It's going to go right by the outstretched arms of the second baseman, who is Mendoza. There's number 10. I was looking for him. And Estrada with a single here to lead off top of the 7th for the Bulldogs. As out comes Matt Garcia. I take that back. That's not Garcia. We have a new person in for Garcia.
I believe it is Grayson Nikio.
Your belief is correct. And Grayson Nikio makes his way out here in the 7th for his first time at bat. As I missed. He is. All right, so I guess our umpire was getting some quick clarification on things. So a runner on first as Estrada's there, as that first one's going to get called for strike one for Nikio. And this is my first time to see Grayson up to the plate. Same thing with Tyler. He did an excellent job last inning, and a big swing. Nikio doesn't make contact as he's now behind the count 0-2. So Estrada still over at first. No, it's not. That's a pinch runner. I need to know who that is. And there's a nice contact by Grayson. It's high towards right field. It's going to drop right in front of the right fielder, and around first he goes. And going to go through third, and Nikio going for the triple as he is going to make it. And safe as, and that was going to be number 6.
Peyton Purcell.
Peyton Purcell on the running, and man, he had some speed on him there. As Purcell makes it all the way around and makes a little bit of contact. But Nikio,
hey,
I mean, with
a bruise won't hurt you.
No. But with a triple.
That's a solid hit.
Here at the top of the 7th. And it curved just a little bit to the left towards center field. It was
the wind's blowing a little bit, so it caught a little bit of the wind. And
it really did. And right fielder out there who I have as, actually I got a pinch hitter for him. I'll get a name for him hopefully. I mean, he was sprinting and he slowed down. He's like, oh, wait a second, it's still moving. And that's going to be it for Easton, though, here this afternoon, as Kobe Torres is going to be out to the plate. So Easton will pitch 6 and go take a seat, take a breather, as that one's going to be outside. Nikio stays sit at third for ball 1. No offering for that one. Count goes 2-0 from Mendez. And no outs here, top of the 7th. Top of the order due up after Torres, as he watches that one go by for strike 1. So Thanio Bright Mason Winter, or Dylan Godina should be back out again. We'll see. And then Brody Miller do up the next 3 if Torres can get on. Counts 2-1 here for Torres. As he takes a big hack at that one, doesn't make contact, counts even now, 2-2. And talk about a nasty pitch by Mendez there.
My goodness.
Torres goes down looking for out number 1. So top of the order now. And it's not going to be Fanio Bright. It's going to be Cade Urbanski. Will make his way out as the top of the order comes around here for the Bulldogs. So runner in scoring position. Bulldogs with a 7-0 lead here over the Cardinals. As Urbanski gets set. We did see him last week against the Maroons as that one gets hit high towards left center field. The shortstop is going to get underneath it and is able to bring that one in for out number 2. Did he make it? He did, as that throw to Navarro was dropped. As Mikio makes his way across. So we'll actually now get to call that a sacrifice fly. Look at that. So Urbanski able to bring one in. And up to the plate is, now it's Mason Winters. Just throwing everything at me now. So Godina's not out. It's going to be Winters now. So we'll make sure I put 7th as well here for Winters. He's back out onto the plate. Brody Miller is setting the batter circle. He's getting warmed up as well. So we'll see what Winters. Is that one? It's called for ball 1. So base is empty, 2 outs, top of the 7th. Bulldogs with an 8-0 lead over the Cardinals now after 2 runs come across here in the 7th. That one's going to be high and outside for ball 2. So Winters is 1 for 3 on the afternoon so far. He was able to single back in the 3rd, but struck out his other 2 times at bat. And as I said this last inning, I'll say it this one. Hopefully he's trying to go 2 for 4 now. As he gets a piece of that one, it's going to get chopped foul, though, for strike 1. And he gets a piece of that one as well. Count goes even 2-2 for Winters. As Mendez is looking to get out of this one. And that one's going to drop in. Another nice pitch by Mendez, and Winters will go down looking for a 3rd time tonight for out number 3. So if the Cardinals are able to come back and we go to extra innings, Miller will be due up next here for the Bulldogs. But let's see who's going to be on the mound. We'll check that here, folks, as soon as we find out. We'll be right back, though. We'll take a quick break. You are listening to Bulldog Baseball right here on Vype Live.
Hey, buddy. When I was covering your favorite high school sports teams, you just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
13, not yet, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close at the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the three. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by one.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
Launches strike one from our new pitcher, Jonathan Easton, as he's back out onto the plate, or onto the mound, excuse me. And Lopez is going to take another swing at pitch number 2 and miss it for strike 2. And swinging at all 3 is Jacob Lopez as he goes down for out number 1. As Josh Lopez is going to make his way out. So Easton getting the opportunity to pitch a full game. And it looks like I think Coach is doing it because there's a chance for a no-hitter here for Easton. As Josh Lopez lays off of that one. Watches it go by for ball 1. So a chance for a no-hitter here for Easton is the only runner on base was walked, and Diego Sandoval back in the 2nd. His count goes even for Josh Lopez, 1-1. Watching that one go by. Count goes 2-1. As count goes even now, 2-2. So Easton 2 more outs away from pitching a no-hitter here in district, as that one's going to be just a bit outside. Counts now full, 3-2. That one's going to get chopped foul. Count stays the same, 3-2. And actually, yeah, the Cardinals have only had 4 balls in play so far this afternoon, but have been unable to get on base on a hit. As he gets a piece of that one towards Winters over at short, there's the pickup, and the big throw to first is, I missed it. Was he in time?
No, he was not.
Not in time. As there goes. As you heard a collective exhale by the crowd on our left. As Josh Lopez was almost able to leg that one out. So here comes Navarro. And that one's going to hit the dirt. Counts 1-0 here for Navarro. That's the last out here for the Cardinals. If they can get something moving. Big swing and a miss there. Armando, and that was a big, big swing. He was going for the fences there. Counts even at 1-1. You're going to watch that one go by for ball 2. So here's your 2-1 pitch from Easton. As that one has a nasty curve back inside. Counts even 2-2, and Easton one more strike away, or one more pitch away, if you will, from throwing a no-hitter. And Trying to get Navarro to reach for that one. Not going to do it, though. Counts full, 3-2. So full count, 3-2 here for Navarro. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. Your Bulldogs with an 8-0 lead over the Cardinals. And here's the pitch from Easton, and doesn't get Navarro to bite on it as he gets sent over to first. As Sandoval makes his way back out. Just the second batter on base so far here for the Cardinals this afternoon, as Sandoval was the first as he was walked. As we're going to take a quick time and get a chat at the plate or at the mound. We'll see what they decide to do.
Y'all have the official pitch count back here? 93. 93.
As you heard Coach DeGelio there, seeing what's the pitch count. So 93 is the official count. Diego Sandoval on. Again, Sandoval was walked back in the 2nd, and he struck out swinging back in the 5th. So we'll see if he leaves him in for a batter or 2. I think he is. And they are. They're going to give him one more chance here to complete the no-hitter if he can. As I'm sure we'll hear a eruption from the crowd if this one can go the way of the Bulldogs. The big swing and a hit. Going to go foul on the far right for strike 1. So 94. And that one swung on. It's going to be over and into right field, as there goes the no-hitter.
Dang, that's tough.
Nicchio was over there and had to, at second, couldn't quite get his glove up, and yep. And Sandoval hits a nice single on the bottom of the 7th. Navarro will move over to second. So runner in scoring position. This first one is looked at for ball 1. That is, I believe that's Pedro Gutierrez out on the mound. I didn't quite see the number on him. As that one's going to get called strike. That is Gutierrez on the mound. Counts even 1-1 for him. He struck out looking on the 2nd. And then so grounded out to Mr. Starkey there, to Travis, as he was able to get to it and throw it to first in time to get him out. It's counts 1-2 now, and Ethan's going to kick himself for that hit. The runner's going to advance. Big throw over to third is not in time, as Estrada couldn't quite get his glove on it. Runners will advance to third and second. Count goes even at 2-2 with 2 outs. So Navarro's over at third. Sandoval's at second now for the Cardinals. As Easton's pitch count is starting to get to the limit. So Gutierrez with a chance to bring some runners home. Instead, he's going to swing and miss it. And that's going to be out number 3, and that's going to be your ball game. We'll take a quick break, folks. We'll be right back. Hopefully get you some stats as the Bulldogs come out on top 8-0 over the Del Valle Cardinals. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball right here on Vype Live.
For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com. Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts, but did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at Vype, VYPE.com.
Play as they take down the Del Valle Cardinals by a score of 8-0. Jonathan Easton's going to end the night, pitching the full game. 24 batters faced, 16 strikeouts, 2 walks, no runs, no errors, but 1 hit. Just one hit to Sandoval here in the bottom of the 7th. So Easton close, and I have a feeling he may get that no-hitter at some point in time here, but regardless, the end goal is what happened here this afternoon as the Bulldogs come out on top and stay 3-0 in district. So before we go, folks, one more big thank you to our sponsors, Big Tune Interactive, Centex Maintenance Services, Mobile Purcell Financial, Plucker's Wing Bar, and of course our Vype Spring sponsor, Academy Sports and Outdoors, where you can get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. It's Academy Sports and Outdoors. So, anything for me?
Our next game's at Burger at 5.
Oh, yes, that's right.
And
you just told me.
Friday night, if you can get out to the ballpark, senior night is going to start at 4. So if you're able to make it, come out and show some love for our seniors.
That's right, folks. So 4 o'clock is going to be senior night over at Burger this Friday, followed by first pitch at 5 o'clock. If you can make it, I know the team and everybody, especially our seniors, will really appreciate it. Please remember to bring your mask, as you are required to wear one while in the stands. You can even come by and say hi to me and Laura, as we will be there broadcasting the game and bringing it to you live, and I will be there at 4 to start the broadcast over for senior night to see what happens. So we'll get all that for you, folks. So other than that, big thank you out for everybody who tuned in and listened today. Of course, a big thanks to our QA Nate over at Vype headquarters, making sure we sound great. Please remember, next game's Friday with a 5 p.m. first pitch, 4 p.m. senior night start. So until then, for Miss Laura Starkey here to my left, my name is AJ Ruffalo, and we will catch you next time.